Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. I hope my voice sounds better to you guys. Just got done doing many mantras, and for the first time in days, it felt good instead of feeling like I was gargling marbles.
Yeah, considering last night, I don't know about you guys, but was it last night you saw those white things in the air again?
That was 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
So, yeah, I did see something coming down that didn't look like rain. It wasn't snow. I mean, it was 70 degrees at night. But yeah, we've seen weird things coming down and we see weird clouds all the time. And I know you guys are aware of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff going on. A lot of stuff that feels like it's very much out of our control.
Absolutely. But we want to thank you guys for your support over on Patreon as the Patreon family is growing. And again, for as little as a dollar a month or about 3 pennies a day, you could join the Patreon family and get some exclusive videos. And there are videos over there that we speak very plainly without having to say things like Gil Bates. Could actually change those letters around. Now, White Buffalo Calf Woman, for many of you that have been following us a long time, is one of our main guides. She's one of the ones that we call the mothers. And there is a core group of guides that's with us all the time that we connect to pretty much every single day. And so she came through and she wanted to give some information for us to give you. And so Cindy was just recalling what she wanted to share with you guys for the ride ahead, the road ahead. As we know, it can be bumpy, but we can also rise above it.
Well, she's one of my very first guides that really came through strong, after the understanding of my friend Jerry that I grew up with. He was my invisible friend, but turning out he was more of a great grandfather, very much a medicine man and a shaman. So this energy does run through me pretty strong, and White Buffalo Calf Woman was one who came forward to help me with my shamanic skill set that I use when I work on people. There's very much this shaman type of energy that I utilize, and I get many visions. And I've noticed after so many years of doing the channeling and whatnot, visions come through really easily, and she's been giving me visions. And yesterday was a curious vision. I was shown like a man, an indigenous man, and he's walking on the earth, but he was also kind of shrouded in what looked to be like a bear suit, a very large bear suit. So it's like the bear is almost like it's not really eating him, but it's overgrowing him, but he's still in the bear suit. And that bear suit changed into a polar bear, and then all of a sudden it's a polar bear. From there it changed into a grizzly. From there it changed into a very large wildcat. From there it changed into birds. And then I'm trying to catch the theme of this, and the theme is this indigenous man, or this man is blending with the earth. He's very much blending with those things that are found in nature and being part of nature, not separate from. Like, we would find ourselves separate from grizzly bears, polar bears, because we would be afraid of them because they would probably eat us. But this was very much someone who was not afraid of that separation, who has melded himself with the earth. And it was, really quite emotional. So that was the first part of the vision, sitting and talking with that, going over that in my mind, thinking, well, what did she mean? What's the deeper meaning? So we let that go yesterday because I figured there would be more to come with that, because I wanted to hear from her directly. And you'll have to excuse me, because when I channel, I get really emotional, and I can't help it. So I don't know if I'm even going to be able to finish this, but I'm going to try. But this is one of the things that happens to me when I'm channeling their energy directly, whether it be her, whether it be Yeshua. It's really very emotional. And then there's a couple other things that happen to me physically that I know that I'm channeling, or the Kundalini is open and the energy that's coming through is very much them. So I called her back in this morning because I wanted a message from her to you. I don't know if I can do this. I'm sorry. So the direct message from her to you, the message from White Buffalo Calf Woman, she says, and I had to write this down this morning. I had to sit and call her in and write it down because I knew it would be emotional and I wouldn't be able to recall it. And she says, she says, "My children, I play my song for you. Please hear my love. Take my song into your hearts and express this melody into your lives. Mother Earth and Father Sky are here to guide you. Open your doors to our love and feel the beat of our hearts. Allow this rhythm to mold you and shape you. Our song brings you love, peace, happiness, and freedom, allowing your soul to express itself to its fullest. Many changes are occurring here on your planet today, and we are here to guide you. Allow your being to become one with the waves of life that emanate from your earth. Begin to take in the oneness of all things. Hear my song. Let it penetrate your soul, for this is the full expression of my love for you. Recognize that all things external you are also residing inside of you. It is with this recognition you start healing, you start your healing journey, and you become whole. The more you are able to blend with my song, the more you will blend in with the soul of my heartbeat, with the sound of my heartbeat. Be still, my children, and listen for my song. I hope you understand what she means by hear my song. Hear the birds, hear the trees, hear the grass, hear the wind blow, and blend with this energy. Utilize the rain, utilize the wind, utilize the earth with everything that she has, and blend with her. This is her song, and she's asking you to join.
Thank you. So I hope you guys felt that message as much as heard it, because it is how the guides are. And, this is the love that resides on the other side. And when you feel this love, and I know many of you have connections, because, we've had many, many sessions with so many of you, and so many of you do hear your guides. Some occasionally, some all the time. What exists on these higher dimensions is so, so beautiful. It's pure, unconditional love. And no, we're not going to be judged by some vengeful being. There is nothing but love and compassion on the higher densities, and understanding, because they've been where we are. That's the bottom line. They've been here. They know how challenging it is. They understand that. And so they're always putting out their hand to help you. They're always there with an open heart. And also that heart that understands what we are going through. And the challenges ahead are very, very real. But everything that we see going on is really, it's all a symptom of the ascension process, as the control of this dark grid is going to be left behind for those that will simply walk the path of light and let the fires of compassion burn inside them, and instead of that darker emotion set that they are always trying to get us in. The earth is rising above, and these beings have already risen above, and they're cheering us on from the other side, so their hands are out there. If you want to reach out to White Buffalo Calf Woman, you could do it anytime you want to. And while we might look at her and think, well, she seems very indigenous, she seems like a Native American, and she seems like someone that's very, very earthy, but actually she is another that comes from the Pleiades, and that existed on other planets in multiple incarnations, and now is on a higher density and has chosen to just simply send her light, her love, her peace, her compassion to anybody that will accept it. So, you can reach out to her. You can do it any way you want. You could just say it all in English. Just say, please come into my heart. And I recognize your wisdom, White Buffalo Calf Woman. Or you could say, if you're used to the Vedic, the Sanskrit mantras, Om Namo, White Buffalo Calf Woman. Or you could say Om Shanti, which is peace. Namo is just a sign of respect. It really doesn't matter. They don't really have language up in the higher densities like we do. It's all about the vibration. It's all about the frequency. But again, you must ask in order to receive. And we must listen in order to really notice what's around us. And the guides had wanted us to move from where we were. It was a good resting place for 2 years, pretty much exactly 2 years to the day. And, they also said, but we don't want you to stay here because you're not going to be able to grow as much spiritually. We want you to be farther out into the woods, farther out into nature, away from the towers, away from the frequencies. So we did. And they made it manifest. And part of it manifesting was every single day doing our mantras, meditation, and connecting to them every single day without fail. And it really went very, very smooth, flawless, and so quickly. It was kind of mind-blowing how quickly, but at the same time, we understand how this matrix really works. So even though it went so smoothly, we really, we are surprised, but we're not surprised. And at the same time, I have bird feeders and bird houses up, and the bird feeders are right in front of the windows where we most often sit and work, or sit and read, or sit and, just rest. And what a blessing just to listen to the birds sing to us every day. And they do. They sing to us every day. They come and they recognize. And when do they come the most? When we're doing mantras, when we're doing mantras, when we're doing Qigong, when we're meditating, when we're doing energy work, sending energy to somebody that might be in Asia, Africa, might be somewhere in Europe or South America, thousands of miles away, it doesn't matter, everything is connected. Then the birds come, and you could just see how happy they are. They know, because the energy that we're giving off, that we are of no harm to them. And in fact, they're actually drawn to us. And that's what she's talking about. Listen to the song of nature and resonate with it, because it will also make you safe in the times that are coming.
Oh, definitely. And now that I'm done with that channeling, thanks for, excuse me, for, the way I get when I channel, but I do have to let you know that when you listen to these channelings and I am crying, there's a very powerful resonance coming through me that goes to you that is very much about healing. And this is why I cry. There's just a lot of times in my life where I probably should have cried, but I didn't. But those tears need to come up regardless. And she's one to help push those tears up and out through me and putting through a vibration through me that reaches you as well. So this is very much a calling. This is very much an invitation to allow your heart chakra to open and to hear what she has to say, listening through the earth. Listen to the heartbeat of the earth. She's a being. She's here to be with us. She's here to protect us. Mother Earth and Father Sky. We're right smack in the middle, and they both want to help us.
So we hope you got something from this. We are so thankful that you're part of this family. May you all be protected and safe, and may you all be blessed. May love surround you. God bless, and namaste.
Namaste.